Affinity Esports is our partner of the year, and we just hope that your journey in the world of esports continues to thrive and you continue to realize all the amazing things that you have on the docket. So if we would bring you up, and I want to give you the award here. Without further ado, the real stars of the show.
Well, thank you guys very much. I'm going to take a look at this really quickly. Woo! Woo! I think we're going to need a trophy case, or Joe might try to take it home. I don't know why I think you're the one that would try to do that out of everybody else in here. This is amazing, and thank you guys so much. So we have prepared some words tonight. So we're going to kind of bounce back and forth a little bit, and I'll try to move away from the mic so that Emily can have it when she needs it. So firstly, I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We couldn't imagine a more fitting evening to recognize you and celebrate you, because that's really what this is about. Everybody in this room has really made a unique contribution and has helped us build the momentum needed to bring us to this moment. And it is a very special moment for us. It's important to know and feel that to your core. Please take a moment, all of us right now, to reflect on that, and just know that Emily and I don't take that for granted. Everybody from Post, everybody from our team, my parents that are here tonight, we don't take it for granted for a second. While Emily and I may be the ones that are accepting this award tonight, we want to acknowledge that this is just a representation and a moment for us to shine the light on the amazing people in this room. For those of you who don't know, Affinity Esports was officially formed in November of 2021. During the 6 months that followed that time, I had the opportunity to meet many gracious people across the industry. I was shocked by the willingness, patience, and knowledge that the people provided. It was really a testament to this industry that we were venturing into. It was during this time that I was introduced to Dr. Roger Caramanica. That's the first time I've tried his last name in person. How'd I do? Awesome. I was introduced through a common connection by the name of Dr. Clint Kennedy, another big name and somebody who had paved the way here in Connecticut. And our conversation lasted for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe longer. But Roger really wanted to know what our intentions were. Roger wanted to know if we were genuinely committed to the industry, to the people, and if we cared about the community or if it was just a way to make a quick buck. That was really, really important to Roger. He wanted to know what our intentions were, and he wanted to know if we were pure, focused, and honestly, if we had a viable business plan. So Roger, how are we doing so far? In all seriousness, though, I can't speak highly enough about how much I appreciate the time that was granted to me that evening and in every subsequent conversation with Roger. As a new business owner and owners looking for guidance and more fuel, it was exactly what was needed. While it formed the basis for a formal partnership with Post University and all of you here, and all of the amazing things we've accomplished together, it couldn't have happened without Roger. So I want to start tonight by thanking Roger for rolling the dice with us, making time to understand, and believing in us from the very beginning, because it has made all the difference.
Fast forward to April of 2022, and we had just solidified a lease and put the finishing touches on our 500 square foot studio in Newtown, Connecticut. The space was full of 15 computers, a TV, and 2 moving whiteboards. We welcomed in 6 students for our first after-school care class, and we thought we had struck gold. Since then, Affinity Esports has continued to expand. We have served more than 500 people, gone beyond gaming to different tracks including coding and content creation, launched birthdays and youth game nights, grown our competitive club system to 7 game titles and more than 30 members, increased awareness through relationships with recreation departments including Newtown, Bethel, Brookfield, Seymour, Naugatuck, and Plainfield, formed other valuable relationships with nonprofits and community orgs such as InSports, Newtown Youth and Family Services, New Milford Youth Agency, Danbury Library, and Reach Western Connecticut. Attracted interest from state agencies and other state associations, including Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services, or DEMIS, Department of Economic Development, Department of Children and Families, and Connecticut Recreation Parks and Associates. Sorry, guys. Launched a young adults program alongside DEMIS. Been asked to speak at partnered events for post-university, Eastern Collegiate Athletic Conference, and the Economic Development Summit.
Nice. I missed that.
Got you. Grown our core team to more than 6 and our entire team to more than 15.
And I want to just that's important, guys, because in January it was just Emily and I. So to have 15 people, including the people in this room, including the people that couldn't be in this room, is absolutely amazing.
Definitely. We piloted and launched our mobile esports solution, expanded our Newtown studio to 1,200 square feet, created a multi-purpose space and added consoles. CJ, Joe, you're welcome. Formalized and launched our adult programs and teams. Finally, we are here tonight to celebrate being selected as Post University's Partner of the Year for 2023.
I think that deserves a clap. So the reason that we're all here tonight, let's talk about what we've accomplished with Post University. And Roger touched on some of this. But we have built a partnership agreement that allows our team and our members to select a degree program and attend Post University and gain exponential value from that. And that's unbelievable. We've added our logos to various marketing collateral, including our jerseys, and we sport that everywhere we go, our streams, and various pieces of marketing collateral. And that has been 2 ways. It's not just us promoting Post, it's not Post promoting us, and that's really stood out to me with this relationship. We've co-hosted, I put a massive event here, and I think that's a personal thing. We've co-hosted really amazing events. One of them was for mental health and suicide prevention awareness with the Jordan Porco Foundation. And as somebody who had somebody in their family that died by suicide, that was a very important event to me to be a part of. We've collaborated on layout and function of our Newtown studio. Roger has been brutally honest about our decision making.
Hard to believe.
And you know what? 99% of the time it turns out for the better. So we appreciate it. We've been featured in publications together. And, you know, we talk a lot about the areas where we're speaking and the opportunities we've had and the things we've done. But actually, it's really important. I've got Charlie in the back here. We grew up gaming in the early 2000s. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. I played soccer, and I was angry that nobody respected it. So being able to collaborate with Post, being able to collaborate with the people in this room to build respect for this industry is huge. We've developed a pipeline for post-university students to gain real-world experience, and we've welcomed 8 individuals into the fold as interns, coaches, and full-time hires. A couple of them are here today. I think a few that aren't. Anand came in and did some Rocket League coaching. We had Crystal, Joe's sister, who's on the Overwatch team. She's not here tonight. We had Dakota Lydem, who was the Rocket League coach last year and did some Rocket League coaching for us. And we even had Ryan Balbino, who was on the baseball team and not in the gaming and esports space, but he came in and did an internship with us, and he learned about it. So, you know what? We're making waves. So we also established a home away from home. Post University closed during the summer, and the Mojos and the Kelvins and the Veronicas and the Joes, like everybody that was looking for that community to keep going, they came to Affinity Esports. So we created a home away from home in the Newtown studio to hold them over until you guys were open again. We have our sights set on our next charity event to support the Alzheimer's Association with Post University. As somebody, it wasn't Alzheimer's, but my grandmother passed away to dementia. So it's another area that is very important to me. And finally, it's all important, but we hired Joe Slap Donuts Santiago.
Well, that's how it says it on my LinkedIn, too.
I encourage that.
All about the marketing.
Absolutely.
We-
Joe's not memorable. Slap Donuts is.
We hired Joe as our full-time studio manager for the Newtown studio. And he is not just, and Roger mentioned this, working with us. He is also pursuing his degree and supporting the esports program at Post University actively. So that deserves a big clap. Oh, I'm not done yet. We talk about Post University a lot. A lot. And, you know, I think Roger could probably sell Affinity. Denny could sell Affinity. We know Joe can. And we like to kind of tout ourselves to be able to talk about your guys' program as well. So I can barely get through a conversation with our parents or players without talking about the three pillars. The degree program, the Avis Gaming Club, and the varsity esports team. It really has become synonymous with Affinity Esports, and that's pretty amazing. So, thank you.
We just wrapped up our summer, which makes the timing of this event perfect. Summers are grueling. They take every inch and then some and we make them successful. And that's a group effort. We wouldn't be here telling you about all the success if our teams and partners in this room hadn't bled to make it so. During the summer, we hosted 10 weeks of camp at our Newtown studio and 6 weeks on the road with our mobile esports solution. In total, we offered 19 camps, providing 447 hours of programming to 126 campers. But building a business and raising 2 small children can take a village, and then some. The sacrifice made by people in our lives has been significant to ensure that we can do both, and we want to recognize that tonight.
To our collective parents, John and Diane Kilpatrick, who are here tonight, and Philip and Alice Tremblay, who just left within the last week to return to Miami after an entire summer with us. The 4 of them, collectively, collective, you like that word, right, Kate? Got you. The 4 of them have been a fixture in our household, pretty much since we founded the business in November of 2021. Which also coincided with the birth of our second daughter, Lily, in October of that same year. Without their physical presence, financial support, and guidance during that time, none of this would have looked like it does today. So thank you, guys.
Now, to our amazing team members.
This is the fun part.
Kate. You started off by saying you weren't a gamer.
Aww.
And then the snowball started rolling as we entered a dubious winter.
Oh, my God.
Those of you who get it, you get it. All right.
Alas, you were a legendary gamer. You have been there without question, and you have been open and willing to try just about everything to support the business. Never let them release the Kraken.
All right, so there's some really bad gamer jokes in here, and they all have to do with people's handles, which is their gaming alias. All right, CJ, our relationship started at soccer. CJ, can you raise your hand, please? And Kate, for the last embarrassment, you can raise your, okay, great. Our relationship started at soccer and quickly moved to car soccer. You took an interest in the business and shortly thereafter started working with us. You now spearhead our DEMIS program. That deserves a clap, guys. We run a program for the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services to give opportunities to young adults who need support. And that man right there runs that program. You helped us launch our mobile esports solution, and you constantly make yourself available without reservation. May the force always be with you, Sir Bub Wubsy.
Justin,
Ooh.
you took a leap of faith and have anchored our gaming creation and coding program. You stepped out of your comfort zone, and you've shown us how bright your light shines. So bright, some might even call you Zod.
That's my favorite one, actually. And just on Justin, guys, the game creation and coding piece of what we do is huge. Huge. 21 campers. Justin, it was easy, right? You took 21 campers in 1 week. No big deal, right? That was after like his maximum of 8 in class. Charlie, what can we say? Charlie, can you raise your hand, please? Thank you. You came in during the fall and have provided much-needed support and relief in high-pressure times. You have hypnotized us all with your knowledge and energy, both IRL and digitally. So bad.
Nolan,
Raise your hand.
there you go. You constantly bring the mojo.
I'm loving these.
You supported our coaching efforts, put up with our adults, and given our kids a mentor to admire and aspire to. You've made yourself readily available, and we recognize that commitment.
And Mojo, the kids don't think I'm cool.
No.
They think you're cool. And they sort of like Joe, but he's kind of like this because he's old. Josh, this may come as a surprise. Can you wave, Josh, in the back? So, guys, Josh is a member, and he sold me real hard. He came in and was like, I play Counter-Strike. And I was like, oh, me too. And then he's like, you pay me to do video? And I was like, yeah. Didn't exactly go like that, but he has been unbelievable, guys. So, Josh, your video work has excelled us. So bad. Forward in ways we couldn't have imagined. You are not just a videographer and production expert, but a gamer and a genuine partner who believes in what we are doing. And you've helped us tell our story in a way that people feel and truly understand. Thank you.
Joe. You've said it yourself. You've been on quite the journey to make it to this point. We appreciate you taking the dive. Because you
Can we give context to that?
Please don't.
Because you nailed it. You have earned your spot as our first full-time hire and have changed the studio organization and community for the better. Don't stop believing, shine bright like a diamond, or slapping donuts.
All right. And to our university partners at Post, Coach Denny, Jonathan. I don't even know, man. You have been such a big supporter of ours, honestly. You've worked with us at times when you have bandwidth, and honestly when you don't. And I know how hard you work. During the summers, you've rolled right in. You traveled to Plainfield without even questioning it. It was closer to where you live, but you didn't question it. And you ran 2 camps for us there. You also this summer, and I know you started last summer with League of Legends camps, but this summer you came in and Jonathan brought a collegiate level director experience to help us refine the way in which we coach our coaches and the way in which we track and understand the improvement that our players at the youth level are making in esports. And it just doesn't exist today. So thank you.
Roger. You've been our silent knight in shining armor, supporting us the entire way from behind the scenes. You've made yourself available, have entertained many brainstorming sessions, and have shared the good, bad, and ugly around all of our brilliant ideas. We appreciate your excitement, honesty, and your dedication to our success. To the university team who is in attendance, you have done something amazing. By recognizing us, you have validated gaming and esports, both in your program and beyond. That is something you cannot go without noticing tonight. So thank you.
Thank you. So what do you all have to look forward to in terms of what's coming down the pipe? We will be expanding our programming in Newtown, Connecticut to add more hours, classes, club teams, game nights, and member offerings. We're growing our mobile esports. For those of you who don't know, we have 12 gaming laptops. It allows us to get out of Newtown and move. It's a marketing tool, it's a revenue generator, but most importantly, it allows us to spread our message in Connecticut. We'll be expanding our mobile esports solution through our relationships with community organizations like Parks and Rec, but also the Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services. We have an amazing opportunity to, and again, we have to be a viable business, but we have an amazing opportunity to support those that are most in need in our state. And so we are in discussions with no less than 6 or 7 young adult services programs through the Department of Mental Health to take our mobile solution and make sure programming can get to them. It's very hard for them to get to Newtown. We will be launching officially Connecticut Esports. Roger sort of touched on this. We have a solution focused on connecting the dots here in Connecticut and making sure that really across all levels of esports in the state, people know what's going on, people know who to talk to, people know what news is happening, etc. We've targeted Milford for our next studio. Roger's really excited about that, so are we. And we have a launch date set for before year's end. It seems crazy. We're going to make it happen. But we will be launching our second studio space in Milford. And we have committed to launching 2 more studio spaces before the end of 2024.
Finally, this year we learned about being patient and kind with ourselves in the most trying of times. Building a business isn't easy. Raising kids isn't easy. Sometimes life throws things at you that aren't easy. We lost a member of our family this year. It wasn't by blood, but it was just as strong. When Mark and I needed support from the people around us, everyone showed up. It's moments like that that truly define us. That shows how powerful intent, connection, and respect are in building a business, community, and a relationship. The people in this room have come together for something much bigger than Affinity Esports, and we are so appreciative of that. Together, we will do some amazing things for the business, university, and beyond. We are excited to accept this award on behalf of all of you and look forward to a future of success with this team in post-university. This is Poco Loco.
And Subhuman.
Out.